Potent Pondering, I'm back with another video. Please come in, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live or I do uploads. Hope y'all all doing well. You know that we here to chit chat about it. You see what's in the title, you know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Cardi B, super pressed, super worried about Nicki Minaj, yo. This is so crazy, and this is we gonna break it all down. Make sure that you thumbs up this video and watch it to the end. So listen, so yesterday, rehash a little bit, Cardi B made an announcement that she had an announcement today. We all knew what the announcement was going to be. It was in regards to her album. So Cardi B today, she comes out with the announcement that her album, Am I the Drama, which is a stupid title in my opinion, Am I the Drama, which is dropping on September 19th. She gave herself a 95-day head start. Now, I just want to let you know this, right? If you don't think that that girl watches each and everything that Nicki Minaj does, you're stupid. You're stupid. Let me just tell you this, right? She gave herself that far out so that she can do pre-orders and that she could try to get some sort of a get the pre-sales up, pre-orders up before the album drops so that her pure sales will be at a certain amount of number. Trust me, I'm driving this road eyes open. I see what's going on. Listen, let me just tell you something. A lot of these girls in this game, they may not like Nicki, but they watch and they copy every single thing that she does. They do, right? And I think that Nicki strategically, remember when she was coming out, when the last time that I saw you, when did the pre-order come out for the album? Was that like during the VMAs in that September, and then we got the album in December? So it was literally like 3 months. So she's trying to like compete in that sense. And then also let's address the elephant in the room, right? So Cardi B, she is dropping WAP and Up. As you know, she's adding these songs to her album. She has a 23 track album. Am I the Drama is going to be 23 tracks. She's adding songs like WAP and Up. Now let me just tell you this. On the technicality, she can put whatever she wants to on her album, right? But it's the reason why she's doing it, because she wants to seem as though that she's more than, right? Now let me just tell you this. They're already the sites are already reporting how Cardi B, being that when she made her announcement today, it was reported that she's putting WAP and she's putting Up. If all of that, if that's the case, you might as well put money on it too. Those is old ass songs, pandemic songs. That's crazy, Cardi, but you know why she doing it? And this is how you can tell that this girl, she truly has no love for the game or anything like that. First and foremost, let me just say this, right? WAP and Up did good chart success wise, the way that they pushed it, whatever what was going on with the algorithms and the people over at Atlantic pushing on a radio or whatever, right? This new song Outside, I know she see the numbers. I know she see the positioning on Spotify dropping. I did a short on that earlier about how Cardi B's song was how she's dropping on Spotify. She dropped like 23 spots over the weekend yesterday on Spotify. If I have a chance, I'll insert the short. But I just wanted to say, like, yo, she knows the reason why she's adding those songs is that she realizes that she can't attain that type of mass push like she did before. And I also told y'all that, you know, when Cardi B made this announcement, even though we know that that song is not doing good across all platforms like that, it's like it's up on iTunes, right? It don't take nothing to get, you know, iTunes is not the end all be all. It is a feat to have. If you're like, okay, your song went #1, but it's like, it's all about everything together. The accumulative, you know, purchase streams, you know, that goes into the pie, right? But the thing is with her, she's suffering on all other fronts. So I believe that, being that she had that #1 on Apple Music, being that she had the one on iTunes, and she was just like hyping it and, you know, adding the extra sauce, apologizing to her label, and then she's just like, you know, it was a perfect moment for her to roll this out. Now, the one thing that I do like is that I feel like Offset, he's really being quiet right now. You know, he's doing his own thing. He dropped his own music, but I feel as though that is lukewarm, because for that song, let me just tell you something, right? For her to do, so the first day that Cardi B dropped Outside, she did 1 million streams worldwide, and then it dropped substantially thereafter. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy to me. I want to get into a tweet that I posted, and this just pretty much speaks to how I feel about this whole situation, right? I said the only way that the only reason Cardi B is throwing old ass songs on this album is because she's intimidated, and you know by who. Who you think she intimidated by? Nicki Minaj. And the thing about it is, these songs don't add to her first week sales, but it adds to the certifications. You've seen the websites and all of the hip hop sites. Hot 97 already posted. Hot 97 posted Cardi B, her album is going to come out with 1.5 million sales already based off of, 1.5 million sales based off of, throwing these old ass songs on it, because WAP is Diamond. And then the other song, I don't know what the status of Up is, but whatever those songs cumulatively together, they put her at 1.5 before she even released the album. She ain't put Hot Shit with Kanye West on there. She ain't put Bongos on there because those are failures. That was somebody I quote tweeted Tia. She was just like, why didn't Cardi put Bongos on it? Because it's a failure. She only wants the highest stream songs to add to her certification. Old ass songs. All right. So I said the only reason Cardi B is throwing old ass songs on her new album is because she's intimidated, and you know by who, right? That's a telltale sign that she knows that her new shit don't go up like that. Look how the new record is performing, and I put the light bulb emoji. You literally cannot be mad at her though. It's her saving grace. Feel bad for her. She need that. When you see her, listen, I want you to put it out there. When you see that she put those old ass songs on her album, she need that. She need the positioning. She need that to make herself feel, and that's how you know the chick is corny. I'm pretty sure she brung that to the record label. Now people want to come up with the argument and talk about Nicki Minaj putting a Super Freaky Girl on Pink Friday 2. See, Super Freaky Girl was meant to be her single, and it wasn't that far out. But didn't that come out when did Super Freaky Girl come out? Let me just do my little history on that right now. But I don't think that it was as long as Cardi B. If that's the case, Yikes is two times platinum. Nicki could have put that on the album too. You know what I'm saying? Let's see when Super Freaky Girl came out. Super Freaky Girl. Go to Nicki Minaj page and look that up in real time, because we want to be accurate, All right, so Super Freaky Girl came out in August of 2022. So he's in 22. So it was about August 2024. So it was about a year and a few months old. Okay, all right, it was an older song, but the point of the matter is that it was still meant for her album, and it wasn't 5 years, right? Whatever success that song yielded, it did go towards Nicki's certification. I think Nicki went gold within Nicki's album was already gold, I think, when her project was released, right? But it's just the mere fact that it's just like, come on, it's been 4 and 5 years, right? Pandemic and all of that. You might as well put Money on your album. You might as well put Please Me on your album with damn Bruno Mars. But I just feel like, it's crazy that this girl will do any and everything to make it seem like, now she's the first female rapper that drops an album with multiple stop it. She knows that she'll never listen. I don't want to talk anybody's future, because God is a good God. God is a good God. He's a great God. He can do. Listen, I just want to say that. I can't call out nobody's future, but when we see based on the cards and we see the writing on the wall, like some Destiny Child, wow, shorty ain't doing the numbers like that no more. The systems ain't set up in a way that she could cheat no more. She got to keep it real in the street now. You know what I'm saying? And she knows that. She know that it ain't the same no more. So I just feel like this is a cheap ass look for you to just come out with this album. 23 songs. Out of 23 songs, you had to put them 2 on there. Out of 23 songs, you had to put them 2 on there. Nicki got you super pressed like that? That's crazy. Another comment I said on my Twitter is I said that it's crazy to me. I said, for a person to use a ghostwriter and still not be spitting no shit like that. You still don't even really be saying nothing like that, and you're using a ghostwriter. Just a boast title. That's crazy, right? It's crazy to me that Partisan Fontaine is on Outside. I can't say it enough. He's on Outside, and the lyricism, pure trash. Pure trash. What I want to see this girl is she's on album 2. It took 7 years to get to album 2. Let's see if she make it to album 5. Let's see if she make it to album 5 and, and keeping up. She's already sliding. Super Freaky Girl came out regardless of when it came out or whatever. It did numbers consistently for weeks straight. This song is dropping substantially. I can't wait to listen. Not saying I can't wait because I don't want to listen. I'm not praying on the girl downfall, but what will be, will be. What will be, will be. That's why sometimes a lot of y'all be going online and like, you don't got to wish bad on these people. Just let the cards handle them. Just let the cards handle them. Trust me. She tried to act all excited, acting like she's screaming loud in a riot. You know what I'm saying? She acting like that. But trust me, behind the scenes, she understands that it's the Bodak Yellow days is over. It's over, you know what I'm saying? And the sick part about it is, it's just that everything that she does, you could tell she moved. This 3-month out strategy, that's Nicki shit. She's trying to, come on, she's trying to create that steam. So you know we in the month of June, so from June to September, when the VMAs is coming up, so you know she's probably going to book that stage. She want to push her album. So within these next 3 months, expect her to just be posting the purchase link and the pre-sale and all of that. We gonna see. We're going to see. At the end of the day, I'm just going to tell you this, right? As an artist wants the best type of push for their project. Any artist, right? We'll see how much, we'll see, you know, what she's able to do. Listen, people got the right to come out. They got the right to push it. I do feel like, you know, it is a cheap little, it's cheap for her to put those songs on her album just so it makes like she already came out and sold 1.5 before the album. So that's not going to go into her first week sales. I don't believe, right? I have to do, you know, a check on that. It's not going to go into her first week sales, but it will count towards the certification. I did save something earlier. What is that thing that I saved earlier? So I had actually looked it up on Google earlier. I said, can you add an old song to an album and count? So on Google, it said, yes, you can add a song that was previously released on a new album and have the plays count towards both the single and the album versions, as long as the numbers and stuff is the same. Like, you know, as long as it's assigned to the same type of song, it's not been re-recorded or anything like that. And you know she ain't gonna re-record it. She gonna dump them songs right on that project. So it's not going to count into her first week sales, but she will get those certifications, and it'll make her, like, regardless if she sells 2 albums, it already is, her album has already sold 1.5 million units. You know what I'm saying? Cheap, very cheap. Very cheap. Very much so. I want to beat Nicki Minaj, and I'm trying to do anything by any means. Listen, let me just tell you this. You might have had the cheat code in regards to having them old payola filled records pushed on your album, but you still, right? We'll see what she do when she go on tour. Will people pay $500 up to $1,000 to see Cardi B? Could you imagine somebody paying $500 up to $1,000 to see that? Be honest. Be completely honest. I know she tried to act like her fans is her family and all of that, and so like she living in some Nicki Minaj world. But let's just tell the truth. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth. Potent, pondering, never pandering. I want you to get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Shorty pulling out all the tricks just to make it seem as if though that she's on top, to make it seem as though that she is competitive, pushing out her album 3 months out so that she could try to get up those sales. And one thing I want to mention right here too, right? They pushed that album out 3 months because we seen what they did with Offset. Don't forget that. Even though he's not in the fray no more, the strategies are still there. Because I can guarantee you that debit card, credit card gonna be swipe extra hard through that family. All them Dominicans over there gonna be buying her album on pre-order before it come out. They buying copies right now. Guaranteed you. They buying it off they gonna buy one of each off of that damn pre-sale for the physical. They gonna go through and swipe that credit card, debit card extra hard. They gonna do it because what did I tell you when Offset came out with his album and he had that website? Offset sold 25,000 pure copies the first week, and the next week, typically when you sell your album sells, you know, when you selling or whatever, you typically drop 50% or 50% within the next week. So if he did 25,000, he should have easily did like 12.5 or 10,000 at the minimum, right? He dropped all the way down to like 1,000 copies the next week after selling 25,000 pure. So if 25,000 people wanted your album the first week, what the hell happened to the rest? And this is the precedent for record sales. So don't think that the label, Cardi and her family, this is my opinion, I'm not saying it's fact, this is my opinion, speculation. I think Cardi, her label, her family, back in the day, labels used to buy records too to make artists seem like they was popping. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And ain't that crazy? I gotta throw this in here too before I wrap this up. Foxy Brown, back in 2001, she dropped her album Broken Silence. Her album went gold in 1 month, and it was just kind of like stifled by the record label, whatever. And she got looked at as being bad, like, you know, it's like bad business because her album only went gold. Because back then in the early 2000s, it was like platinum was it, platinum, platinum, platinum. Gold wasn't in, but now these girls can't even sell 500,000 pure albums. They can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Potent Pondering, subscribe to this channel. I want you to get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Cardi B trying to do any and everything to try to like live in a Nicki Minaj world and trying to be up there. I think it's pretty pathetic. At the end of the day, I understand that, you know, from a person trying to cheat and trying to, you know, get the credit or whatever to be like, oh, I sold this. It's kind of like this too, right? Rihanna, remember when Rihanna and Jay-Z, they all had those little deals with Sprint, when Jay-Z had that Sprint deal with Tidal or whatever. And so Rihanna and Jay-Z both benefited. Google it if you know what I'm talking about. They benefited. Rihanna's album sold like 1 million copies or 500,000 gold upon release because they had some sort of deal with Sprint where all of the Sprint owners get the album, and Jay-Z had a deal too, so he was gold upon release. It's just a trick to the trade. That's all it is, baby. Potent Pondering, never pandering. Subscribe, thumbs up this video. Again in the comments, let me know what you think. I'll be back at a blink. Peace.